You know the names, and you certainly know the tempers. When you put the poker brat and kid poker across the felt, you aren't just watching a card game. You're witnessing a psychological war where the ego is bigger than the pot. We've pulled the archives for the most chaotic.
Better than Phil Ivey at something? What? You're not better at Phil Ivey at like literally.
So pull up a chair and keep your eyes on the dealer. It's about to get loud.
All I do is win. All I do is win. All I do is win.
Up, and they stay there, and they stay there. Up, down, up, down.
You go with the Frank Sinatra rap style.
I want to hear it.
Oh, I want to hear that style. Come on.
Rolling down the street, talking about sipping on gin and juice, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
And doing it.
That's what happens when Hellmuth raps.
And doing it Phil's way. That's gonna make
I
the blooper
did
show.
it
Yeah, I was gonna
my way. If you don't think that's going on the show, then
Oh, it's in there.
I like watching Daniel do Phil.
A couple of players have middle pair on the 9-5-4 board.
All right. Sipping on gin and juice.
Yes.
Laid back.
Like poetry.
With my mind
He's
on
got
my
it.
money and my money on my mind.
You're on keto, Phil? No more Sour Patch Kids, nothing?
I'll be off keto for our match.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how long are you gonna stay on the keto diet?
I have to have candy.
What's
You
the
couldn't pay me
distinction-
enough money to do that diet for more than 2 weeks.
What's the distinction
It's
between
not healthy.
keto
It's
and
stupid.
Atkins?
It's not healthy.
Huh?
And then your body starts taking vitals from other areas of your body. You're not getting full nutrition.
I will bet.
You'll lose weight.
Ace Queen is pipped by two deuces here as Hellmuth and Negreanu in their first face-off. 1,500 ahead pre and post flop. Now Hellmuth binks the ace.
And 3,500 in the dark.
Fired 2,000 on the turn and then a dark 35 on the river.
Not calling. That's for sure.
Now threatening to potentially raise.
Definitely not calling. But folding. There were some cards I would have done that with.
The way I hear
Yeah.
you guys have been going at it, I'm surprised you're so nice to each other.
One of us is nice to the other one, I can tell you.
He called me I think it was a idiot.
Did he get mad at you? Did you get mad at you a couple
I
times?
beat him by. He called me a idiot.
I never attacked him outside of our
He just
match,
called me
though.
a idiot. I'll take a flop with Phil. You know, I got plenty of chips to take flops with.
Look at Hellmuth's posture. At this point, the cards don't even matter. He's played the player, not the hand, and it's backfiring.
You get a
Check
free
the
card
dark.
if you want it.
Probably. Check.
Ace 9-8, two diamonds. Hellmuth with a backdoor flush draw and gut shot.
Check.
Check.
No post flop betting yet. And now Daniel hits a king on the end.
Check.
Boy, Hellmuth, so capable of just having an ace somehow in these spots, despite two
21.
streets of checking. Bets 1/3 pot. And that is just about
Pretty
2/3
crazy to
of
fold.
what Daniel has left.
It would be the most stupid fold ever. 21? Whatever here, just take the 21.
Good call.
Wow. I have queen high. Oh.
His hand up, I slapped the straight draw. All I did is play against the greatest players, all through the 80s and 90s, because those are the only people that played the tournaments.
But everybody was
Right.
bad back then.
Except
Well, that's not
You're
fair.
still,
I don't
everybody
think
was
that's
the best
fair.
players.
Okay, so why don't you tell the story, and then when you're done, I'll tell my
Oh,
story.
you hit a nerve.
Don't interrupt me. Let me get my spiel in, or don't.
I like
I don't
when
want to.
people
I don't
hit
want
those
to play.
nerves.
I don't want to play. I don't want to play the debate game where I just get cut off with bull. Daniel does that to me all the time. I don't
Daniel
want to hear
hasn't
it.
said anything. He didn't do anything.
Daniel's
but go
great
ahead.
at that.
But let's hear it. Go ahead.
I have to silence.
Guilty
him
before you
I
do it,
start.
right?
you know how many times he's done this? He says, don't say anything, let me finish, and then you can talk. Then I don't say a word,
Right.
Then I go, okay, so Phil, here's the thing. Within 3 seconds, he goes, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah, but then you call me out and I shut up.
Well,
I mean, a guy can be wrong, but admit he's wrong. Like, that's important in life. There's a lot of people in poker that don't admit they're wrong.
My whole goal was to not play more No, that's your line.
That's my
Did you guys ever see the movie Step Brothers?
And Phil, to win tournaments, you have to play a bunch of great players, of course. But
So
like,
this is what pissed me off.
That.
Let me respond, and let's see if nobody interrupts me. Maybe
Sorry,
I'll
I'll
fucking finish. All through the 90s, I played against the greatest players. They all played in the tournaments. I beat them all. Same thing in the 80s, right? And then all of a sudden, they developed this narrative that I'm not good against good players. So the very field that has all of the great young players are the turbos. And in the last 4 turbos, I have a first, a sixth, a fifth, 3 final tables, some crazy amount, 3 final tables in 5 years. And this is the one where I'm not supposed to compete because all the GTO guys, it's all math because the blinds go up so quickly. So it's aggravating for me. You know,
Not
to hear,
aggravating,
to hear
it's a
this
jack
stuff,
on the
you know.
turn for me.
I thought that the greatest poker player of all time was the one who was going to win the most bracelets. That's what I set out to do. I did that. And now all of a sudden, oh wait, you're not the greatest of all time, you know. And so if people come and say, Phil, you're not the greatest today, I want a chance to prove I am, but I can't say that I'm better than a lot of the people because that's not fair to them. Not because they study, but because there's a lot of talented players out there.
Maria
Right?
That also study.
bets 22,500
Daniel,
on
you
the
know,
river with backdoor
tell you what,
spades
like,
coming
if you
in.
study, if you study bad math, do you become better at math?
How do you know it's bad if you've never studied it?
That's not my question to you. Let me ask you a question, Daniel. This I think, and work with me. We can have a discussion together without being like, because there's a little buddy.
Well, I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about your genre, which is tournaments, and I'm saying the best tournament poker players in the world, right, today, are generally playing. I'm going to make it 6,000 in the high roller events.
like this one. I said like this one.
Oh, yeah.
From a strategic standpoint, this move is pure desperation. But that's what makes this rivalry so captivating to watch.
Goalposts, and they're like, well, whoever wins the most money, then I just went out and won all this money. And they're like, oh yeah, but now you're not playing against the best to win the money. Like, I mean, Daniel's like such a politician. He changes the goalposts and changes and changes and changes. And
I think you're going to be up against that forever, Phil.
Yep, agree.
5.
I didn't expect it from
It's
Daniel.
lonely at the top, isn't it?
Didn't expect it from Daniel, though.
You want me to tell you I think you're better than Phil Ivey at something? What? What do I think you're better than Phil Ivey at? Like, name it. I don't know. What am I supposed to give you here?
I'm not better.
Bingo.
Promoting yourself.
I'm not better at Texas Hold'em than Phil Ivey.
No, you're not better at Texas Hold'em than Phil Ivey.
You want to bet on what he would say? Because
Well, I already know what Phil would say. He's like, oh no, Phil Hellmuth's the best because he doesn't care like you do, right?
He doesn't care.
He's not. Well, he's not going to say something like to boost his ego or whatever. He doesn't give a people think really in that regard.
So his opinion doesn't matter.
Well, his opinion on who's better, he's going to say you because he wants action. Okay, he's a hustler, old school.
You hit
You know what I'm saying?
You hit it.
Ivy knows
He
I'm
doesn't wanna-
better at Hold'em than he is, and he knows he's better at almost every other game than me. We discussed this. We know this.
You're not better at Phil Ivey at like literally anything except promoting yourself. That's it. That's all you got. Phil Ivey would mash you in every other format, and I'll bet my money on it. And if there's Phil Ivey, there's other examples. Not even Phil Ivey.
Ouch.
Okay, heights and weights, guys. Heights and weights. Get ready for this.
Your results in high rollers, 25K no limit above. You have 0 firsts, 0 seconds, 0 thirds.
How much
That's
money?
not
'Cause
exactly.
You lied about me. You never corrected.
Wait, is that true or not? Is that a fact or not? Have you had a third or better?
Correct.
It's pretty polarized.
So what do you want to say? You can't beat the high rollers if you never beat
As
them.
he's like,
I'm up $1.5 million in high
Congrats
rollers.
on that.
Also,
But like,
So why do you lead
I
with
just
that?
said a fact because I'm saying a fact. You've
Yeah,
never
because
come
you're a
first,
politician.
second.
You just want to spin it.
Because is it true? Have you ever come first, second, or third in a 25K no limit or above?
No, but I'm up 1.6
No.
million.
Well, hold on. The fact is no. So you've never won, you've never come second, you've never come third, but you think that you're the greatest at that format that other people have won 30, 40 million in.
I didn't say I was the greatest at that format, Daniel.
Nick, how do you feel about your seat right now?
I love it.
Phil Hellmuth starts this hand. He raises to 3,500 with ace-4 offsuit.
Ambitious raise with an ace-4 offsuit.
Let's do the 7.
And Daniel Negraneu with an ace-10 offsuit doubles it. Makes it 7,000.
Jerry, why you bugging?
You might have jacks, so I just call.
Jacks?
Jacks.
Tens? Claiming tens? Is
I
that what you're
check.
claiming?
I check. That's
I'll bet
all I can tell
10,000.
you. I
Phil
check.
Hellmuth calls.
I bet 10,000. I already said it.
And
Promise.
Daniel said he bet 10,000 before the flop came down.
Wow.
Phil checked. Daniel said, I bet 10,000, and he put the 10,000 in, and he's flopped top 2 pair.
Jeez.
Boy, that's pretty sweet. And Phil's got aces.
This could set Phil off.
And Phil cannot get away from his aces.
I check.
So Negraneu already bet 10 grand, and Hellmuth called. Turn calls a deuce of clubs.
Phil is checked.
And Negraneu bets 25 grand.
25 though.
25.
And I think Daniel has a pretty good feel of where Phil is at in this hand, and Phil has no idea where Daniel's at.
Yeah.
It's worth the $100 ante just for me to watch you guys play. Get an intimate seat. It's like sitting in the front row of the Lakers, right? Those seats cost $2,000. This one could cost
Those
more.
front row seats cost, how much Jack's seat cost?
$2,000.
Each game? How many games?
No, for the season, Sean.
Sean's obviously not a hoop fan.
Yeah, but they charge, when it comes playoffs and good games, they charge $10,000 a seat.
25? Why so much, Daniel?
Notice the needle here from Daniel. He knows exactly which buttons to push to get under Phil's skin.
Here is, did Daniel say 10,000 before the flop, flop nothing,
Let's go, Todd. Let me know when you want to
bluff
go.
on the flop, and now continue to bluff on the turn?
Jeez.
The box is, I'm sure, a different story. I've never been to a game, let alone a box, but
It's fun. So many pretty, very bad.
No professional poker player wants to be bluffed on television.
nothing else really.
I really believe if this hand were not on television, Phil would throw it away.
All right, Daniel, you go.
That's a long time ago.
I think you have queen.
Hellmuth calls.
Not only does he call, but he
Plus I'm
tells
screaming.
Daniel basically where he's at, that he's got a weak ace.
Rivers a 7 of clubs.
Phil gave away his hand.
Gonna give them all away.
Now he checks. He's already told Daniel that he's got aces.
No, stop at 10. Stop at 10.
Daniel is just about as comfortable as he can be.
Yeah.
Just figuring out what the right amount to bet here is. What would Phil possibly call?
It's 40.
And Negraneu feels the right amount's $40,000. Now the pot's over 125 grand.
Phil did not want to see that. Is Mr. Daniel Negraneu bluffing all the way in this hand? I think Phil realizes that Daniel would not bet if he had jacks or queens right now. So Daniel's either bluffing or Daniel's got him.
Hellmuth calls.
Sees the bad news.
Yep. And Negraneu takes a big bite out of Phil Hellmuth's wallet. He rakes in $165,700.
Phil looked a little silly in that hand, and we might have ignition here.
Yeah.
These people I like. It's a musical.
Yeah, you have an app.
Good guy re-raced me. I didn't think he'd re-race me with ace 10. Couldn't put him on that hand. Ace 10 couldn't put him on that hand. He re-raised me. And it was a week before the flop. That's all I knew. Why they destroyed me so far, these There's no clue on these pots either. It's sick. Good hand, Daniel. Good betting.
You might win this match, but I'll tell you what, I hate the way you played.
20 years later, and these two are still at it like it's day one.
Bad? It's crazy.
Got the nines totally. Phil gets up like and just slow-mo extended kick to the face. Like 20 seconds, he just slides across the towel. Would love that. 6-4 suited for Negs. I mean, let's go. Hellmuth with the limp, by the way. There we go. And we have the min sort of click up.
37 total.
So unorthodox, so weird. Awkward stacked up, by the way.
total.
50 BBs effective, roughly. So, I don't know. We have the limp just south of 4x from Negs, and then the kind of min click up from Phil, and a very playable one from Negs. So here we go.
And I think Daniel is very comfortable with Phil's range in this spot. I think he has a real sense that Phil is working the over pairs.
Ollie, this could be a wrap. I mean, this really could be it.
4,000.
meaning just it's going in at some point. The slow play here from Negs, I'm not.
Why not just get him to commit the rest?
Right.
I mean, here we are with hearts now.
But off we go. Let's see.
Check.
That's the thing. Maybe like.
And when Daniel check calls this texture,
and listen, Nick, SPR stacked to pot ratio less than the pot here. It comes with the cuteness.
Oh, this is tortuous.
3 4s.
Kind of weird. Maybe could have gotten it in on the flop, but wow.
Stand by.
Shows it.
9.
This is main reactor is.
You know, you might win the match, but I'll tell you what, I hate the way you played. You played so
At least
bad.
now you can say so.
You played
from
so
personal
bad.
experience.
It's crazy. What the are you putting 3,700 in against with 4-6 against?
I put 2,200 in.
Notice the needle here from Daniel. He knows exactly which buttons to push to get under Phil's skin.
What you've done to me is criminal.
Should I do it? Because Rocky didn't do it, and freaking Creed was getting crushed. And he didn't do it, and Creed died. And I don't want to see bad things happen to my buddy. I'll just fold.
I could have gone for the check raise if I knew you had an 8. You can never have 10-8.
Well,
I could have.
Yeah, that's why I didn't raise you.
I know.
2 jacks for Hellmuth here. Another 3-bet to 1,500. And you see they're starting to play some bigger pots. And King 9 outflops the jacks.
It's all happening. These blinds go up. Bigger pots will ensue. 3-bet here from Hellmuth, obviously top for Negraneu.
17.
Comes with just north of 50. Negraneu with a clear call.
Similar 2 streets to the ace-8 against 6-8 pot they played. 3 on the turn. Sends Negraneu's kicker up to a 10.
Yeah, and interesting. Hellmuth kind of continuing to just sort of see where he's at. Put
28.
some chips in. Comes with just south of 50. 40 some odd percent. I think if we're negs, we have just a kind of clear continue. Sort of a weird kind of size choice from Hellmuth.
Certainly no reason to open up the action and raise it in this particular spot.
Kings and 3s share the kicker. Let's see.
Now the jacks.
Looks like Hellmuth is getting cute, trying to charge the 10 or pocket pairs, so on. And this one is going to work out for negs.
44.
Certainly in the face of a bet of 4,400, you would expect. Not a difficult call for Daniel.
Jacks.
No good.
Come on, what the f***?
Okay.
Just 3-barrel bluffed him.
Here we go.
Show him a big pair. 1,500. King 9 and 6-8.
Yeah.
Come on. Runs so
Can you pass this to the gentleman? If he gets it for the tears.
All right. All right.
16.
I check.
10-9. Up against King Queen. Jack high, all diamond flop. King of diamonds for Hellmuth. The better of the 2 flush draws.
800.
800.
Phil's check draws a bet of 800 from Daniel, who would certainly have enjoyed taking it right there. Instead, he'll have to fight.
Check.
As Hellmuth makes the call and the 4th diamond shows up. 4th nuts.
Keep your eye on the pot, but keep your ears on the insults.
Now a 5th diamond on the board. Boy, 9 of diamonds needed there for Negraneu.
2,400.
2,400.
I think I have it. Hold on. Yeah, I call. What? I said I think I have it. I said.
Oh, you win. Sorry. Pardon me for betting.
So I apologize. Oh, I was trying not to slow you. I said I think I have it.
Yeah. I had the third nuts. You had the second nuts.
Yeah.
You're one pot away from being ahead.
You better count, because if I'm
I
up
did.
one,
You're not quite, but it's close. 46, 48, 49, 50. I'm up 500.
Daniel could have asked the question on the river, certainly. The little raise. Find out just how much Hellmuth likes those 10s and 8s.
A few suited 9s.
Negraneu shot it up to 3K pre.
Wow.
Got
Top
himself
pair backdoor for Negs, yeah.
yeah.
Flush draw, straight draw for Hellmuth.
Same straight draw for Daniel as well, with the 9 working.
Daniel comes with quarter. Hellmuth, of course, in.
1,500 a man. To the turn we go. The 6 now pairs Hellmuth. Kings still out in front.
Comes with just north of 50%, and of course Hellmuth in. Big river coming here, Ali, quite pivotal.
Another 10K into
and
the
there
pot.
it is. Oh
Hearts
my.
for Hellmuth.
Oh, white magic starting to just
creepily
just enter the air.
Yeah.
I mean, very awkward spot coming up for Negs, who in all likelihood will check. He might come with some sort of a block bet, but looks like he is coming with just the small bet, maybe third.
Yeah. And that's the kind of sizing that he's prepared to step away from in the event that Hellmuth raises it up, which we have to presume he will.
Yeah, Hellmuth will be raising.
10 seconds.
I think you're right, Ali. I think he'll find the fold, but it's still
17,500.
Wow, Philly, you finally beat that hand that has been beating you all day. I have the exact one again. How much? 17.5?
17.5.
You see that smirk on Daniel? That's not just a smile. That's a calculated move to tilt Phil off the planet.
I didn't even see that it was a heart when I bet.
Oh.
I believe that, by the way.
Looks like Philly's going to take the lead. Legit.
10 seconds.
Maybe a little bit of fatigue here for Daniel. You know?
Take it. Good bluff, Phil.
Not impossible.
And the same hand I've had against you that won every time except this one.
7 bigs for Negraneu now. Strangely, Phil appears to be the frustrated one right now.
I think he's just antsy to close it out.
Sure.
There we go.
Goes
Got the
out.
snappy.
6, 7. 9.
Count Trapula.
That's trouble.
Rears his ugly head.
Get lucky here.
This could be it, Ali.
Looks like a good hand.
Certainly
Could still
a
be.
really bad spot for
Doesn't have a
6-7.
heart.
Yeah, 15.5.
Especially
15.5, Daniel?
Mm-hmm.
kind of would need a 9 potentially to work for straight.
Let's give us a sweat. Something fun, small, red, hearty.
Hardy has been requested.
Small, red, and hearty, Ali. Here we go.
Like a can of Campbell's soup. The chunky soup, of course. The regular ones aren't that hearty. I'm a bit of a canned soup connoisseur.
I feel like we're going to get a sweat. Something's going to come funky.
Will it be a sweaty flop?
That's
Oh,
a
the
good-
8 of hearts
First-
in the window.
That's a sweat if I ever
Followed by the
saw it.
5 of
God.
hearts.
Holy
What is
smokes.
going on here?
Give him a 9 one time. Make it the 9 of hearts. Holy smokes, what a flop. That would be something. Make a straight flush.
13 outs twice
Straight
for
flush, do
Negraneu.
it.
Can he double to 14 bigs?
Happen.
4-9 or a heart
is all he needs.
Oh, death punch to my stomach. The sweat going to the river. I just wanted it over. One way or the other.
King is no help. Hellmuth anxiously awaits the fate, and the 8 pairs the board.
What a flop that was. I told you I was going to flop something. I had a feeling, too.
And Phil Hellmuth.
But then I was like, oh, he's got the 9s, which hurts.
Good battle.
Good match, buddy.
I know
There
you're
will be-
re-challenging
There
me.
will be a rematch.
All right.
You can guarantee that.
Wins round 1.
Wow, Ollie.
That was something.
Of high stakes duel 2.
Oh, man.